Hello everyone, this is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video. And in this video I'm going to be talking about Captain Triumph, A Trailblaze Through Time. This is a comic that I made back in September of 2020 when I was learning about Captain Triumph. So in case you guys didn't know, Captain Triumph is a public domain superhero character that DC Comics has used on a couple of different occasions. You can read tons of Captain Triumph comics for free on the website Digital Comic Museum, which is a website dedicated to posting public domain superhero comic stories, or really public domain comics in general, for people to be able to check out and read. And I remember last year I was looking at a lot of public domain superheroes, reading through their comics and trying to grab as many different panels from those comics as possible, and editing those panels so that they could easily be made into comic books. So after going through that, I started doing comic challenges with some of my friends, where we would set up some criteria for what your comic had to include, and then we would make comics based around that criteria. I already kind of made a video on this where I more or less said, hey, go check out the comic I made for the challenge, but I didn't actually read through the comic in that video. Now that video only got 14 views, but this comic on this random blog that I made a while ago that I occasionally go to and update with like new open source characters I create, yeah, this one page on my blog has almost 200 views, and I don't know why, because like I said, the video I made promoting this post only has 14 views, so the ad actually has worse reach than the page itself, which is crazy because, like I said before, this is like a little blog that I occasionally edit, and none of the other posts on the blog have nearly as many views. Not to mention, my channel has like a big subscriber base compared to people just finding this webpage. So I'm really surprised that so many people have put attention on this comic. So I just wanted to do a video where I actually read through the comic for you guys. I think that'd be fun. So let's look at this together. So the following comic is made by your boy. It was created as a part of a 1-hour challenge in which we had to make a comic with the following criteria, meaning we only had 1 hour to make this comic with this criteria. So the comic had to have a medieval fantasy setting. It had to feature at least one animal character, and it had to reference a current event in the modern day. So this comic features many fantastic beasts. It takes place in a medieval fantasy world, and it references, at the time, the recent California wildfires. So here's the story. Captain Triumph. Dr. Sitok has cast a magical spell over California. Lightning bolts scar the night sky and produce furious flames that spread across the state. Pay me $1 million or California burns to the ground. Not if Captain Triumph has anything to say about it. Boom! Before Captain Triumph has a moment to react, Sitok cast an evil spell. Captain Triumph has been sent back to a time of magic and monsters. The beast of the land, the terrors of the deep, Gah! And the menaces of the sky each fall on his journey to find a way home. With the help of an alchemist potion, our hero is returned home, where he uses his incredible might to stop Sitok and save California. The end. So it's like a very simple Captain Triumph story. Not a lot really happens. It's just he gets sent back in time, he fights his way through time, and then he gets back to Captain Sitok and just hits him and he wins. Not to Captain Sitok, sorry, to Dr. Sitok or whatever. But I don't know. I mean, I definitely like it for like the simplicity. It's weird to rate my own comic, like to give my own opinion on my own work. But I thought it was fine. All these images that I use, by the way, are like public domain images that I then like edited and put like the caption boxes on top of and stuff like that. Do you guys want to see more Captain Triumph comics? Do you guys want to see me read through more Captain Triumph comics? I definitely would be down to make them, and I have a huge image repository for Captain Triumph that anyone can use to make their own public domain Captain Triumph comics. But if you guys really like stuff like this, I'd be more than happy to make more stuff like this. Maybe something with like a more in-depth story where more things happen. But let me know in the comment section below if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. And thank you all for watching. Peace, guys. Check it about.